to the 19th episode of the Indie Music Plus podcast. We're live on Blab tonight. I am sitting here with Mr. Affliction, David Werba.
What's up, guys?
Dave just got back from the gym.
Finally, I saved up enough money to buy an Affliction t-shirt, man. It's been like 8 years. Been saving up $300. And I'm pretty proud of it. I don't know. I hope people like it. I want to get some feedback on Twitter. Please, send me a note.
You don't know what kind of feedback you're going to get on Twitter.
Oh man, dude, I wore this out to the bars last night. I was getting a lot of these, like from the ladies. I was watching, they're like, and
now is this
and they started laughing behind me. I don't know what that was about, but
is this the fan club from the old apartment? Is that who was?
No, this is just out of the bars, man. I wanted to just, pop the cherry on this shirt. Look at this thing, man. Affliction. Wow.
Now, was this at the senior center?
No, this is just a local bar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw this, like a bodybuilder was in the corner and he was just like this. He gave me one of those, but I don't know.
Like, hey man, I have one too.
Yeah. No, he was wearing a Dago tee, but it was perfect.
Only mine's pink.
All right, what is this? Is this a music show? All right, let's talk about.
Oh music. Yeah. So Dave, tell us about what you're doing on the website this week. That's kind of a good way to start things, I think. Yeah. I didn't catch that joke last week until I was editing the YouTube. I just didn't hear you say it. But I was editing the video today or yesterday, I think, for the YouTube, and I was just laughing my ass off with how you said it. And I was like, yeah, let's.
Oh, all right. What'd you ask me? Oh, the website. Gosh,
yeah,
man.
website.
You know what? This is crazy. Everything's coming together. Chris Swan, aka Loopy, is here in the room. He's our first guest critic. We've been kind of reaching out, and now it's official. So I added the new page at the website. We want to have kind of like a little crew, a little brain trust to cover all the genres. We want to have like specialists in each genre to do reviews because it's all been on your shoulders, Joe. And it's like that. I just wrote the paragraph, like the future of this brand and this business. It's not just about like two guys' opinions.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not the industry. Like we want more. And then there's the artist word, which is the actual blogging of the musicians in the trenches. Like as they're doing this for a living, people are starting to write about just their experience and what they're going through. And we just got a couple of those and putting them up. So yeah,
I like the whole thing of musicians reviewing musicians. It's a real community building thing. You know what I mean? So, but like you said, we need to have a brain trust sort of vetted reviewers. So if you want to be one of those people, start getting involved in the community, coming to our blabs, getting to know us, so we can get to know you, and.
I like the balance, the whole like guest blogging, the reviewing thing. I like the balance. It's like you, 20 years, myself, 25 years, Chris, 20 plus years, like we've done this. We kind of like walk the walk, so to speak, and just lived the life, recorded dozens of albums, signed with labels, all that stuff. So we have, a decent, kind of take on all this stuff. But so like the younger artists, like Ridley Victoria, that it's like I love putting that article up because she's just starting her career and it's just like, this is what I'm going through right now. And I like that kind of balance of the artist word and then the old veterans coming in and saying, oh, back in my day.
Well, it'll give what I'm gonna like about it is that it's not like we're getting rich off of doing these reviews or anything like that. So it'll be like great because I'll be able to focus on adding more content as far as like social media knowledge, how to build followers, how to target stuff, and all that good stuff that people need to know about, and let the indie musicians help with the reviewing. And then, that only just means more connections for everybody. So.
Yep. Yeah, all the guest blogging, we're circulating it through our social media, just like all the reviews. So it's going to get seen and read. So, all right, who do we got first, man?
Well, that's what I just asked you, but you didn't hear me. So what would you like to listen to?
All right, let's just start with Fletch Towell band.
All right. So this is a band we're helping promote over the next couple of weeks. And it's a band from Chicago, surprise, surprise. And this is Fletch Towell with The Question. From Chicago, that's the Fletch Towell band. That's the band we're helping to promote in the next couple of weeks. And I really like what they're doing. They have a really good rootsy, rocky feel. Sounds to me like they have a little bit of growing to do as far as like playing together. But I like their songs, and I was watching their videos, and they're like telling their story as they go, and they're doing it well. It's like all professionally videoed, and it's really cool. Sort of what attracted me to them.
Yeah, I had a dog named Fletch. I'm from Chicago. I used to use towels to dry myself. I mean, that's kind of
But you don't anymore?
I don't, is it more than a coincidence? I don't know. But yeah, the vocals, they were mature. That doesn't sound like a young man. I didn't look this band up, but man, this brought me back. I put them in a space of one of the early bands I played in. So I'm almost reviewing myself, and when I listened back to my early stuff, it was
pompous.
Cool. It was a nice vibe, but it was just a little sloppy. It wasn't totally tight, rock solid. Maybe they didn't play with a click track, or I'm not sure. Were you thinking about that? It wasn't just just super rock solid.
Actually, one of the reasons that I mentioned the live video stuff, because I think I like them better live than some of the recordings that I've listened to, because of that exact reason. That's what I was saying before, is I meant also that I kind of sounds like they need to sort of grow together a little bit more.
Yeah.
As a band. They have great songs though. It's just, seems like they need a little maturing time or something.
Yeah, just in terms of, I'm probably not as people, just in terms of gelling together. But I mean, you got, heard some Neil Young, some Tom Petty. I mean, it was a cool vibe going on. We got some people in the chat that's they like it right when it started, and that's right where I went. It's just the Neil Young Petty vibe, and it was cool. Yeah, it was just a little shaky on timing sometimes, but other than that, it was cool.
Yeah. So let's see. Who would you like to listen to next, Mr. Affliction?
No, we'll go into the band Cote. Is it Cote?
I think it's Cote.
Ben Cote band.
That's how we said it before, or that's how he said it in the interview before when I did it. So this is a group of kids from Boston area, and they're doing rock, the hard rock 80s 90s way. And the guitar player, Ben Cote, he goes to Berkeley right now, And they were fun to talk to. They're going to be our featured artists this week. So this is their song, Hollywood Angel. And that's Ben Cote Band, Hollywood Angel, as Dave has his own smoke machine. But hey, he's Mr. Affliction, so, you know.
That's right. All right. What do you think of the music, Joe?
I liked it. Another band, though, that I think that needs some growing, some maturing. They're young, little green.
Yep.
They have really good photographer.
Yeah, I was looking at their pictures. You know, they got the feathered haircut, going back to 70s, 80s style, which is cool. I mean, if I lived my entire life in the 70s, like if we just stayed in the 70s for like 80 years, I would be totally content. But yeah, there's obviously like the old hair. It's almost like a revival, it's like the kind of the hair bands.
Yeah, that's kind of what they're going for.
Yeah, I think that's kind of clear. And it was kind of funny, like the lead guitar it's like he learned how to play lead in the song. He was like an average lead guitarist, and then at the end, he's like Eddie Van Halen. He's just like, it was just like this like evolution within the song. It's kind of fun.
No, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's what I mean by, got a little growing to do. But the kid was really, really nice and really humble, yeah.
Man, I just saw Ninth Floor Mannequin just popped
I know, he was in and out.
Wow.
What's up with that?
All right. So, yeah, what's next, Joe?
Walcot. This is a discovery through the website today, actually, not just a couple of hours ago. I've barely listened to this myself, but it struck me, and we needed a tune, to be honest, and so I really, really liked it. So I don't know much about these guys other than the name is Walcot, and this is their song, Dreamin' Away. Walcot, Dreaming Away. Interesting. Yes? No?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to tell you a little story. I'm going to tell the kids, the boys and the girls, a little story. So, like Chicago, late 90s. I was at the Metro downtown.
That's how a lot of your stories start.
Oh, yeah. In downtown Chicago Metro. And I was watching some band, and I saw Pete Yorn was just kind of hanging out there. And so I'm like, oh, Pete Yorn. I went up to him and like, hey, what's going on? Introduced myself. I leaned in to kind of like say something in his ear, and he just turned his head, and I just got a face full of hair. He had this huge hair. I leaned in, it was like all hair in my face. But we did chat a little. But anyway, this song reminded me of Pete Yorn. Pete Yorn. Sure. I don't know if you remember him. He was in his songs were featured in Me, Myself, and Irene, which is a Farley Brothers with Jim Carrey.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know the name.
Yeah, he had a pretty popular album, not total mainstream, but got pretty well known. Yeah, good. It was a good movie. It was pretty.
Yeah, Loopy loved that movie, as he says.
I like some of Jim Carrey's kind of darker, like The Cable Guy, kind of the lesser known ones. But
I like them all,
yeah,
really.
It was a cool tune, man. That was probably the more, even though it was like it was folk rock. It wasn't like major, huge production. I actually enjoyed this one the most, just kind of in this set. Like it had its place. Like it locked into its place in terms of the genre more than the others to me.
Sure. Yeah, and they sound like they fit right in with a lot of the indie rock that's going on these days. Just sound quality wise, everything sounds like you go to a hippie fest in Missouri and stumble across them playing. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Do you really,
Missouri, man? What, Missouri? What? All right, sure.
Or Oklahoma? Your choice. So cool. So that about wraps up our show. Remember, if you need a promo, we are your digital publicists. Indie Music Plus, home of the indie musician. You can give us all kinds of names. We'll answer just about anything, right, Mr. Grainy Pants, David Werba?
Dude, that's done. It's old, man. It's over, Joe. It's done.
No more after tonight.
I mean, I'm so sick of like repeated jokes. So, all right, sorry.
You're sounding a little like you need some throat spray or something.
Yeah, I do need some throat spray. It's got to be around here somewhere. But no, I just last plug the guest blogging. Please, send us a note. We've been talking about it for weeks, and finally, it's real. We actually have articles up on the site of people guest blogging, and it's like that's what we want to do. We just want to. It's Indie Music Plus, not just two men. We want to branch out. We want to get different opinions. So,
Indie Music Plus is not a sausage fest. Okay, let's just end it there. Join us every week on Blab, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's blab.im/Indie Music Plus or /JoJo Keys or /David Werba. You should be able to find us any one of those places. And with our Musicians Roundtable shortly after that, around 9:30, which is where we're going to head now. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you next week. Mr. Affliction.